going on, everybody? It's Rev. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my first Wayfinder video. In today's video, I just want to showcase a little bit this Arcstorm sniper rifle weapon. I've recently been messing around with it, and I actually quite like it as an alternative to the Tempest shotgun. I'm just going to quickly show my stats here. I would love to show off like my echoes. All this stuff hasn't really been updated due to the fact that I just have so many echoes and it lags so bad. This is an early access title, so I've been having a lot of troubles with a lot of the UI. So I just want to show off this weapon. It's not, you know, it's level 6 and my silo is level 27. My stats aren't amazing, but it still kind of cooks these dungeons I've been running through. So I'm going to go ahead and temper the weapon because this should be pretty cheap. Get some additional power here, and let's go ahead and head to the repository of knowledge, sphere 4. Now sometimes I like to run this with greed or like chaos stuff to get the extra pages, but they recently nerfed the dailies, so I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of run it normal. I'm at a little bit of a detriment here, 700 power, but we ball still. So just to quickly show off what we're going to be doing here, this weapon particularly is good at piercing multiple enemies, and the arc beam, which is the Q, when you get a locked and loaded charge, it fires a beam that locks you in place. So it's like a piercing, it's basically an enhanced shot. I always thought it was like, when I first read this, and the way the icon looks, it makes it look like it's going to be kind of like a rail, like a laser cannon, you know? And I thought that would be really cool, but it's actually just an enhanced shot. So it's a little bit of a letdown in that regard, but it's still really fun. So you just like line up all the enemies, and you can see like enemies with larger hitboxes get hit anyway. Go ahead and fire the oh, I thought I got an enhanced charge, but I guess not. But I've noticed that this weapon has a very high chance to crit, which is interesting to me, because a lot of things, like I think Silo in general is a character that benefits a lot from crit power over crit rating, and just the way it kind of like locked and loaded charges work. I think at least on Silo it has a 100% chance to crit. I don't know if that's on other characters. Silo's not my main, so I haven't really messed around. Well, I'm level 27. I shouldn't say I haven't messed around with him too much, but in the grand scheme of my playtime, I played this game a lot. I have like a lot of hours in this game. And so I haven't really played him as much as I've played Nis or Kairos or hell, maybe even Senja by now. My Senja's like lower level, but I feel like I've done more interesting things with her. Like I've ran dungeons. Like dungeons take longer with her, so I feel like I've played her more, but have achieved less, which sounds kind of bad, but I really like that character. Senja's very fun. I'll make a video on her very soon. And taunt these guys, and might as well throw my abilities. I think I missed the locked and loaded thing, but I have 3. The camera needs work in this game. Yeah, especially when you're playing range, you can just like, this can happen to you where you just can't see anything. And it's rather unfortunate. But I've been running for like general runs, and I think like Repository of Knowledge is a pretty good map for just general farming right now. Particularly because it's good at a lot of things. There we go. That was an example of the railgun looking pretty strong. But Repository has pretty good EXP. It has good gold gains. Things like Codex Sage. Some of the even like the Shul guy from the Encoded Tracers event. There's just a handful of tracers that are good in this dungeon, and I feel like the density is kind of like decent, you know. Mob density is decent. Let's see how far the range is. Okay, so it does have a max range. It seems like it's just kind of like, it doesn't have an enhanced range. The enhanced shot does not have greater range than normal shots. And the hitbox is not super large. Still pierces. But yeah, these Codex Sages have a chance to drop a very strong echo, at least for ability power users. I still want to try ability power silo, but for right now, I'm enjoying just doing this. Oops, jam my gun. Silo does more damage when a mob is afflicted by status. And so that, oh my god, I traded. And I leveled up the weapon, though. That's unlucky. Yeah, that move hits like a truck. Luckily, we just respawn right here. Now, when you get or I guess there is a penalty, not necessarily to like your stats or your character, but the bar at the top has, that's called your arc light, and at the end of a dungeon, when you finish, you have like chest rewards that give you like random stuff. I think if you die once, it's like basically nothing happened, but if you die twice, then you lose that third chest. I don't know if dying has any other repercussions, but other than that, I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Oh, nice. The season pass is what I just leveled up the battle pass. Essentially, it's like this weird tower thing, and you get keys to unlock rooms. It's a battle pass. I don't really have many opinions on it. It's a battle pass in a video game, you know. You've seen one. It's presented differently, but the UI around it is kind of like, I don't know. It's just a lot. I'd rather just unlock levels personally, but that's just me probably. The floating orb is here, but I'm not able to do the Halcyon orb event. I guess you can't get Halcyon orbs here. Might be a Codex of Knowledge exclusive. I don't really see this room super often. Everything's kind of procedurally generated in this game, so when you see certain tile sets or like certain rooms within a tile set, you're not always gonna get the same thing, but I think some maps just have like better chances of getting certain events. I kind of want to just like unload all my shots on this dude. There we go. So while the Tempest shotgun is kind of like really good at close quarters, I still think it's a better gun, don't get me wrong. I just find this as a nice like change of pace, and I really want to level up this gun, and I think it has potential in like high density maps, because the Tempest doesn't pierce, and so the more mobs, the more effective this gun is, which is kind of why I like it. It also just kind of looks cool. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you might know that I've been kind of gone for a while. I went to Anime Expo back in July, and I caught COVID, and so that put me out for like a month. And then after I had COVID and I recovered, I was coughing forever. I still am coughing. I'm cutting them out of this video, but it's rather unfortunate because it's kind of hindering like me from streaming and making content continuously. Like, the more I talk, the more I cough. It's gotten a lot better now. I will say I'm recovering. Like, it's taking me a long time to recover. Shoot these nerds. Set them all on fire, or relatively close to all of them on fire. So that's kind of where I've been, like nothing super serious. I've just been kind of letting my body recover from when I went to Anime Expo, which is unfortunate. It's been taking so long, but I still plan on playing Dauntless, and I really want to cover this game a lot more. Like I said, I've been playing it a ton. I've been researching a lot of like the ways things are working within this game, and efficiency, and you know, basically doing what I did for Dauntless in this game. I think it has a lot of potential. I wouldn't really recommend this game though. It's weird because I'm like one of those people that has played it a ton, but there are some things like the UI and just like some of the choices that have been made for this early access. It also just had a really rough launch. I mean, some of you guys might have even tried to play this game recently, and figured out that the queues and all the waits and all that. Hey, we leveled up. All the waiting and the queues and stuff have just been really hard. And it only gets worse. The UI stuff only gets worse when you keep playing. And so it's hard for me to recommend this game in early access right now. I think they're asking for like 20 bucks. They're asking for 20 bucks right now, so I would it's planning on going free to play. I think the I think the community manager said like 6 months from now or something. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's gonna be sometime in 2024, like early 2024. You can get your hands on this game for free, and it will probably just be in a better state entirely. So but I'm really enjoying it, and it's been a lot of fun. That was a slower run than normal, but I did die, and there's actually quite a bit of enemies. I usually kill about like 160 enemies is kind of like what I've noticed is what my average is on this map. So above average mobs and a definitely above average clear time. But that was the Arcstorm rifle, I guess, repository run. I thought it was, I mean, it could have been better. It could have been better. I think this game is kind of hard to play while I'm talking and like concentrating on being entertaining. But I really enjoy this weapon in general. I just think it's kind of fun to pierce through all the enemies. And it's a nice change of pace without like downgrading too much from the Tempest. The Tempest is just really freaking strong right now. So maybe I'll do a Tempest run in some harder content. And you know, less of a farm run, more of a kind of like, maybe I'll go for some like rare echoes or something. But it's good to be back. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel for more Wayfinder content. I do still plan on going back to Dauntless. I've just been really obsessed with this game and kind of figuring it out and getting everything grinded up. So I will see you all very soon. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.